So here I got the daily candle 1 year chart for MRIN, MRIN Software Inc. So we can see a clear downtrend, and then it bottomed out, pretty much was flat. I mean, look at the volume here on these days. 8,000, 13,000, 10,000. Pretty much no volume. Here we go. We got a 1 day spike here on 7 million shares. But here we are last week, spiking from under 130 to briefly over 550. And 168 million shares 1 day. So extreme volume increase and price increase. So let's look back at the 5-day, 5-minute candle chart to get a closer feel. So the first thing I do is I draw this uptrend. So it started this uptrend right here, and now it's still on an uptrend, but it's actually using the uptrend as almost resistance. So I'd do another uptrend too. And right there I'd find it, it's almost in an uptrend channel in a way. So for it to continue to be bullish, it has to stay, I would say, in this channel. It has to stay over this uptrend, and ideally it has to break this line to really get going. But what caused it is more important, from 130 to 6, right? So let's look at some more of the fundamentals. So when we look through their SEC filings, you see they did a 10Q on 8/11, and then on 8/12 they just dropped an 8K talking about how they discussed their financials. So there's no news, right? And even better yet, you could find the journalists and the websites trying to explain it. So it says shares of nano cap company MRIN Software currently surging 70% Wednesday morning despite no stock related news. Right? Here comes some Tanzil Akhtar from Benzinga staff writer writing. Shares are trading higher on Wednesday after traders earlier circulated a 2019 media post article titled "Will Amazon Buy Kensho or MRIN Software?" following seismic acquisition. So here's some journalist that doesn't know what's going on, scratching for reasoning for why it's going up. And here she's posting what some idiot's probably posting on us, stock Twitter or some social media about, trying to justify it. But no, there's no news. So let's actually look at the fundamentals. So as of August 4th, they have 6.96 million shares. So we'll just say 7 million shares. Make it easy. They currently got $10.8 million in cash. So what's that? That's over $1 a share. It's like $1.50 or so a share, we'll say. But here we are at 340. So let's see their revenues and try to explain why is this trading, more than twice the cash per share. If it's a penny stock, and most likely unprofitable. So let's see. Net loss. So the 3 months ended June 30th, they lost 3.4 million. They lost a little less, which is good, as opposed to the same time frame in 2019, but they're still losing money. So they're losing about, what is their cash again? A third of what they have in cash every 3 months. So you could say they have about 9 months of operations of cash at hand currently. But here's what I don't like. You guys always got to look into this first page right here, where it tells you how much they've lost in total. So this company has incurred significant losses in each fiscal year since its incorporation in 2006, saying, hey, we've lost money every year since 2006. It's 2020. That's 14 years they've been losing money. How much money? $284.5 million. So what is this company doing? And this is not a long-term investment. And even to be clear on that, let's look at their split history. They have one split in their database here in this site that I use, but it says in 2017, October 6th, they did a 1-for-7 reverse split, right? But more importantly, had you started with $10,000 initially invested in this company, you'd have $303 now. I mean, that's horrible. So don't think you can catch the turnaround and be the lucky one. Not that it can't offer opportunities and price action, but let's look at, I got my price targets and resistance support levels on the 3-day chart, 5-minute candles. So right here we close at 342. The first important level to me would be that 350. If 350 is going to be heavy. Next is going to be 365 right here. See that? I'm going to try to get rid of them as I go. So after 365, 380 right here. That's out of there. Then I'm going 4. That'd be the next price target resistance level. I look for if this momentum continues next week. It would be 4. After 4, 450 is the next one on the chart. So 450 would be my next price target if it can clearly break 4, which is a big gap, but that's what the chart's telling me. And next it's 475 right here. And then after that, it'd be 5 would be my last price target. If it can break that, I'd be looking at the top of this wick, like maybe 540. It's gonna get heavy. 540, maybe around 570, but no, I don't think it's gonna get over 5 again. I think more likely we're gonna head down now, and I'm thinking 325 is the first support under 350, and if that can't hold, around 310 would be my next one I'd look for a bounce at. And if that can't hold, I'm looking for a load at 285 right here. After 285, that can't hold, it's 265 right here. The bottom of that, the bottom of that, and the bottom of that. So under 265, it's going to be this 250, which was resistance. It acted as support at the bottom of these wicks, but then acted as resistance all throughout here, so it should be support here now. And if that can't hold, I wouldn't load until 225. It'll be a little bit at they'll support under 210. I mean at 210 underneath 225, as well as the psychological 2. But underneath that, 190 would be the next support level I see. So what I'm going to be doing is looking to catch bounces off these supports on the way down next week. Be careful on this one. With the profitable pig picks, you'll be getting access to the Discord and real-time SMS alerts that detail the particular ticker, a clear buying range, defined risk, and 2 price targets with a good risk to reward ratio, and a brief explanation of what type of play it is. On the Discord, I'll be going over real time, play by play, the situation as it changes. As we all know, trading is dynamic.